Good morning.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, y'all. It has been too long. This is the WOW podcast, WOWW, Wendy's on Wellness Wednesday. I am Dr. Wendy Sue Massey. I'm an alternative medical practitioner, owner of Freedom Holistic Wellness, co-owner with my husband of Grace and Grove Homestead. I'm an author, a holistic nutrition specialist, wife, mom, Gigi, lover of Jesus, cook, gardener, and lover of all things natural and non-toxic. And this is my amazing bestie, Wendy Flournoy.
Hey guys, Wendy Flournoy, certified hypnotherapist, herbalist, forager, educator, student, wife, mom, Gigi of 6, gardener, lover of all things non-toxic and God-given.
Amen, sister. Well, my goodness, I have missed you.
I've missed you too. It's been a while.
Yes. And I just want to apologize to everybody. We left everybody hanging and said, hey, we're going to carry over what we were talking about that last week and talk about holiday preparation and life, just like everybody else during the holidays. I mean,
life.
We just had so much going on. I know Wendy, a lot of y'all don't know, she caters as a side hustle, and she's always so busy this time of year. But then my children come to visit, bring all the sickness.
Oh my.
So, I mean, I wasn't sick, praise God. But I mean, you know, hubbies can be a little whiny.
They're toddlers in big form.
Yeah. But no, he's been fine. He's actually not been bad at all. But he did have some pretty yucky days. And
I don't know, if you're around little kids this time of year, they constantly nuts.
Petri dishes. That's why I started, slamming the vitamin C before they came, especially when Kirsty called and she's like, Mama, we're all so sick. And I was like, don't you tell me you're not coming.
Right.
Don't you tell me. And she was like, no, we're coming. I just wanted to warn you. I'm like, that's all right. I've been preparing.
We'll deal with it. We'll deal with the sickness.
Yeah. I got a minor, like, cold, scratchy throat type thing for a day or two that just kind of, having to clear my throat a lot.
Yeah.
But other than that, I never felt bad. I mean, I was fine. And luckily, the holidays also have brought me a lot of rest. And a lot of that has been because we did our Christmas a week early. So Christmas itself was actually so much more restful for us that week. So
nice.
But yeah.
Y'all excuse my Christmas mess behind me. Today is the day that everything comes down in my house.
Oh, see, I'm not as disciplined as you, girl. I still got my Advent wreath, all my nativities, my tree. My mama asked me yesterday, she said, so when do these trees come down in this house? I said, I ain't in no hurry, Mommy, unless you are. I'll get yours down because I have a separate tree for her downstairs.
Right. I used to be for years, I would never touch it. But I don't know. My family tradition was after the new year.
Yeah.
But the older I get, the more I don't want to carry it into the new year.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
So for me, Kirsty's birthday is January 4th. So in our home, we always had everything down by January 3rd at the latest because I was never going to make her feel like her birthday.
You were in birthday mode.
Yes. So January 3rd was always my drop dead date. But now, Epiphany isn't even until January 6th. The 12 days of Christmas starts on December 25th. And I'm just like, when everything's in the way of my grow lights as I'm prepping for the garden, it's time to come down. So that'll be by the end of the month, but I'm not in any hurry.
Well, my daughter had all of her stuff down the day after Christmas because she, like you, has a January 1st baby.
Yes.
So she wanted everything cleared out so he would feel like he has his day.
I think that's perfect.
My oldest grandson is turning 6 tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Where does time go, girl? I was just talking about that because, we're preparing for our next trip to Tennessee, which won't be till late February, but it's for my granddaughter's 4th birthday. I'm like, how are you 4?
Yep.
Slow down.
Well, I will tell you this, the cutest little thing this year was all of the grandbabies made Papa and Gigi ornaments for the tree because we have all homemade ornaments on our tree. I have a few filler balls, but I'm hoping that eventually those will be gone.
Yes.
We ended up getting like 7 new ornaments this year.
I love
And my daughter's children all gave us like the salt dough hands and feet. So
Oh, I
those
love
are really
this.
cute. And then Jade and JJ, they gave us like melted cups that became like rings, and they wrote Jade actually wrote Gigi and Papa on it.
Oh, I love
Her little preschool handwriting, and she
that.
wrapped it herself, and she was so excited to give it to us.
Oh, that's the
love.
best.
That's the things that I love.
That is the best. Well, we started some new traditions this year that were so much fun. I told Kirsty, I said, I'm on a mission to be like the Gigi Christmas that they remember.
Right?
And we had an ornament making night, and
Nice.
we waited till Jacob was with us. So we did the ball ornaments that you can fill.
Yes.
And let the grandbaby, I bought, oh my gosh, girl, the
All
mess
kinds
in
of
this
stuff.
room. I bought confetti and pipe cleaners and all the things. I mean, just like any snowball, like little cotton balls and
Nice.
of all different colors. And I just let them do whatever they wanted to fill them. And then I printed off a bunch of their pictures, and we stuck a picture in each one.
Nice.
So we did one of each kid for our tree, one for my mama's tree, one for Kirsty's tree, one for one for Vicky's tree, Kyle's mama.
Okay.
And then I also did an extra one of Jacob's for his mama's tree. And so it was just so much fun. So we did that. And then, and I wanted to do that because I still have my kids' Christmas ornaments from when they were babies, and it was so much fun.
Those are the memories. Those are the things, and then it's like you get to relive those memories every year when you put your tree up and you put those ornaments on the tree.
Yes.
And that's what devastated me about one of our moves is that box of all of my kids' homemade ornaments disappeared.
Oh no.
Devastated me. So a few years ago, I got some of those great big Christmas balls, and I made each one of my adult children put their handprint on them. So those balls are around the bottom of my tree.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Well,
I need something of them,
Yeah. Well, being able to show, I mean, it was so much fun because like Alexa is walking around, Carter doesn't really have the understanding yet, but she's walking around and seeing pictures on these little ornaments of Kirsty and Matthew as little kids, her age almost. I think my youngest ones that were homemade are probably at like age 4 or 5. And she's like, is that Uncle Bubba? I'm like,
right.
Yes. And so I love that because now they can see them. But so that's what really inspired me to want to do that. I said, I got to have this every year. I want new ornaments from the babies, and if they're not doing them in Sunday school, which is where most of mine came from, was the kids in Sunday school, then I'm going to make them. We're going to make them here. But
there's all kinds of different ideas that you can do with them for ornaments like that.
Yes.
And, when Kaysen was born, Kaysen and Jade were both born in 2020. So January and November. So that Christmas, I decided to start what I call baby books, picture albums. And just through Snapfish, I save all the pictures to a folder for the year, and then I put them in those books, and it's like that year.
Perfect.
And I do that every year. And now the books have gotten thicker and thicker. And thicker. Awesome. Gigi takes a lot of pictures.
Yes. That's
and then,
so perfect.
Then you're stalking their Facebook pages and stuff, stealing their pictures that they took.
Yes. Yes.
And I try to keep up with it. And sometimes that's a big chore.
Right. Yeah. I remember the day you were working on that, and you were just like, girl, this is a job. But you were loving it.
It always is. And it's a labor of love.
Oh yeah.
They're actually late. And I got on AI and came up with these little poems to give to the girls to let them know that they were coming. They weren't here yet. So my daughter-in-law read things. She's like, did you write this? I'm like, well, with a little help from AI. Because it rhymed and everything.
That's so cute.
So they came yesterday. So last night I got to sit and look at all of them.
Oh, that's so
And I still haven't finished this baby number 6. I still haven't finished his yet because he was new last year. So
yes. Oh my
this
goodness.
is gonna be a little late. He won't care.
No, he won't mind. He won't mind at all. The other thing that I did this year to start a new tradition with the kids, and it was probably the most meaningful thing, and even both the kids, all the kids, their spouses and everybody all said it was their favorite part of the visit. The last night they were here, we all went around and we decorated prayer jars.
Nice.
I had painted ahead of time with the chalk paint 5 mason jars. I did one for our household, one for Kirsty's, one for Matthew's. I did a separate one for my mama, and a separate one for Vicky, for Kyle's mama, and painted them all. And then we sat here together and we decorated them.
Nice.
And then I had popsicle sticks. So everybody would write on 5 popsicle sticks what their word for 2026 is, so that we could all be praying over all of our family and their words. And I had the kids also pray over what to have, what words for the kids, to do. And that was so meaningful because
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. So we had the fun of all, sitting around decorating them. And of course, I got all the frilly and fun stuff, to decorate all this, lacy and crosses and angels and all this stuff and Christian stickers. And it was just great. But it was so meaningful because, and this wasn't even planned, but each person, as they put their stick in each jar, they explained what their word of the year was. And it was just, man, it was so meaningful.
I love that. We were talking before we went live, and the last couple of weeks I have struggled with my word for 2026 because I didn't want the word God was giving me.
I love you.
It came up the very first time, and I'm like, nope, that's not it.
I must not be hearing you right, Lord. You can't possibly want me to do this.
That's not right. Let me control this because I don't want that one. So over the course of 2 weeks, I think the same word came up 6 times, and finally it was kind of like, you're taking this word.
I love it. And what did he give you for your word? I know it, but tell everybody.
Stewardship. And he gave me absolute clear direction on what that means, and in every area of my life, whether it's body, mind, spirit, my home, my land, my business, my time, my energy. It was just, there was no more rebellion against it.
I love that. When we were talking earlier, I think he's laying the same, very similar direction on both of us this year, and but through different words, which is so cool because mine's intentional, and it's the same type of thing. It's he really laid out. I take 2 days every year now. I started doing that a few years ago, where I set aside 2 days for a reflection on the year and a planning for the year ahead, and just. I love those 2 days.
Right.
And I clearly felt all of the areas he needed me to live with intention in my prayer life, in my, also in, how I'm using this land he blessed us with, in my business, in my physical health. I shared with you that my pain level's been off the chart, which is so not like me. And I've been so grateful that he's shown me exactly why that is. And I had no idea until my reflection that this is the most sedentary year probably of my life. Right. Not because I haven't been busy, but I've been busy on a computer and not physical. And so I have to be very intentional with my activity and with my movement and with my stewardship of my body that he's given me. This is his temple. And I think it's going to be
kind of amazing how he kind of aligned us the last few years, but with different words.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't feel stewardship at all. So, you didn't want it. I didn't get it. But it sounds like it's been very much a similar.
Well, it was like, it was kind of, he even gave me, he gave me a mantra. He gave me scriptures to kind of place everywhere.
Yes.
There was no more saying, this is not my word, God.
Yes.
There's none of, he was like, no, this is it. This is what you're going to do. This is where you're going to focus. This is your intention.
Yes. Yes. I wish I'd brought it in here. I'd share what my scripture was. I don't have it at the top of my head right now, but there was one from 1 Corinthians that he laid very heavily on me also with how to focus this year. One from 1 Corinthians and one from Isaiah.
Oh, that's too funny because one of my scriptures is 1 Corinthians.
Really?
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 4:2. It is required of stewards that they be found faithful.
Okay. I'll prepare that for next week.
Yeah, share that with me because I think that's so interesting how much, just like you were telling me, tell everybody about your devotions and your prayer book all lining up.
Oh man, that was so cool. So, every once in a while, so I because Wendy Massey's brain cannot just stay focused on one thing at a time ever. I often have multiple devotions going on at one time. And yesterday I sat down to do, it was a devotion on the parable of the sower, one on the names of God, one on prayer. And then I also have a prayer reset book, a physical book that I'm working through. Every single one of them yesterday lined up with this defiant spirit, rebellious spirit, warrior, very militant type attitude. But they all were saying the exact same thing. And it blew my mind. I was realizing that what he was showing me through that is that my rebellious spirit that I've had forever, as a teenager might have been a bad thing, but my rebellious spirit now, all, for the glory of God has purpose. He put that in me from before I was in my mother's womb. He knew that he was creating a girl with lots of rebellion. And now it's defiance against this world, defiance against the darkness, defiance against, all
You're rebellious, but in a much better way.
Yes. Yeah. But it was so cool how all of it lined up when I was studying, and it all said the same thing. And I was like, oh, Lord.
That's another guy going, pay attention.
Yep. I thought that was awesome.
Because I don't believe in coincidences. I believe everything is God-given, and he has a way of aligning things to make us pay attention, just like your pain. We were talking about a lot about that before we went live. It's like when you live with a certain amount of pain for so long, you kind of get numb to it. You get used to it. You expect it. And you just get to the point where you accept it.
Exactly.
And then it gets to a point where maybe it gets excruciating and you can no longer ignore it. Bingo. This is not normal.
Bingo. That's exactly what this has done for me and why I've had so much gratitude for my pain. Right. And it's, and people hear that and they're like, you're crazy. Why would you be grateful for pain? No, I'm telling you, I needed a smack upside the head because it wasn't until, you tell somebody, oh, well, I've been sedentary. And so it seems like, oh, well, that's a big old duh. No, I'm telling you, I did not put all the pieces together. I actually posted about this in the Freedom Holistic Wellness community about what a profound realization it was when I recognized that this has been the most sedentary year of my life. And I kind of did this whole timeline as I'm reading this book about pain, and it's fantastic. And I realized that I have been on a path of accepting my pain returning because it was minimal enough, though I got used to none. I mean, he had totally healed me when I learned this lifestyle. Well, what was I doing? I was an active ER nurse. Even if I didn't have an active exercise routine, consistently, I was always moving. I was working 70 hours a week as an ER nurse. So my body was always in motion.
That's right.
And now working on my computer, I'm not active anymore in my job.
Right.
And so I have to intentionally, and then what finally hit me is with our move this year, I didn't even garden.
Right.
Because, we did some, it was very minimal, but typically I'm very active during gardening season because we have so much that we're doing. And I didn't even have that this year. So when I realized that my pain is due to my inactivity, me not stewarding my body the way that, that I'm called to steward this temple. So I had to have the smack upside the head, and I thanked him for it.
That's right.
It's what I needed.
It's the same as what we were talking about. You praise through the storm.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be grateful for the rough and tough things.
Yep.
To really appreciate and really be grateful for the good.
Absolutely.
Because the rough and tough things is typically what teaches us the most.
Yes. Well, and in typical Dr. Wendy Sue fashion, just like when I learned about the healthy eating and it changed my life, I can tell you that the movements that I'm learning and the alignment and the posture exercises I'm already learning is life-changing.
Yes.
And it is so, it's so cause and effect. When you do this, your pain improves. You don't have to slap pills on it and numb you even more, which makes you not want to move even more. No, you have to fix the root cause. And so I'm so on fire about this. I've already been looking into, all right, how can I learn more about the actual kinesiology behind this so that I can now teach this to people, because I'm going to turn this into something that I can help others with.
That's right. Well, because people need to know. And I think on one of our very early podcasts, I was talking about stretching before you even get out of the bed.
Yes, I remember that.
And it's like that.
And I shaked my head. And how often do I do it? Never.
But that little tiny act before you even get out of the bed does so much for your body alignment that you don't even realize it.
Right.
All right. Try it out. Just nice long stretch before you even get out of the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of the exercises I've been doing have been either in the floor, which has been incredible because I don't get in the floor.
Right.
Okay? It's either been in the floor or it's been against a wall. But here's what this really opened my eyes to, girl. So one of my biggest recent pain things that I've been working through is my shoulders. My shoulders, I'd have a little bit of an ache in my right shoulder periodically after I slept on it funny or something like that.
Right.
But this was debilitating. Like one day last week, I could not lift my arms. It was not just the pain. It was almost like it was locked.
Wow.
And what hit me, and I told Bill, I said, this is spiritual warfare. And he's like, what? I said, he has made Satan, not he.
Right.
Satan, the evil one, has made it so that I have accepted the fact that I can't get on my knees and pray. Okay. I did when we were going through the adoption with Alexa, but it has not been my normal practice to get on my knees and pray because I can just sit in a chair and do it.
Right.
But you know what? That's something else. And that was something else I got yesterday with the whole defiance thing. When you get on your knees, you are not distracted. You are there for a purpose. And it makes a huge
It's total submission to God.
Total submission. And all throughout scripture, that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a new to us thing these days where you can just kick back in your easy chair and just, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
there is definitely a time and purpose for on the knees.
Yes. At some point, getting on the knees. So that was the first realization, because the next day I was headed to church and I thought, if I can't raise my hands in praise to him, now I know this is spiritual warfare. There is nothing that the enemy wants more than me not to be kneeling in prayer to my Father and raising my hands in praise.
Stop and worship any way he can.
This is it. I'm declaring war. And that was the same time when I realized all this, that all those studies were pointing to warfare and militant, type language. I was like, this is it. I'm fighting against this. And enemy ain't gonna get me on this. So ever since then, I have been getting down on my knees at least one time a day and praying. I've been doing all my exercises to improve my shoulders. As you can see, I can raise them now, but it's warfare.
Absolutely.
It's warfare. And
I think we're going to find that, a lot more people are going to start talking about what they're dealing with in this spiritual warfare, because I think we're going to see more and more of it. That's just my opinion.
Well, girl, we've been talking for years about the food, the food, the medical system and everything. It is all a form of spiritual warfare.
Absolutely.
There is absolutely nothing that the enemy wants more than to weaken God's people.
That's right.
And how better to weaken us than to get to us through our food supply, through all of this medicinal garbage that, we've been sold a bill of goods.
Our water, the lies. I mean, it's everything combined. And it's going to get, they say it always gets darker before dawn.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's what we're about to come to.
Absolutely. So
we have to continue to fight, continue that rebellious spirit. Yep. And God laid the foundation for many of us in our teen years.
Yes. Lord, did he.
For good.
Yes, if only I realized then my rebellious spirit was going to have a good benefit one day, because my parents would argue that was not God's plan in my teenage years.
He can turn anything to good.
Yes, ma'am. He can, and he has.
That's right. So we're going to be grateful for all of it.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So I'm very excited about what 2026 holds.
I am too. I'm very excited. I'm very positive. No matter the storms, we're going to weather them, because we know ultimately who's in control.
Amen. Amen. And I'm telling you already, I have to plug this. Well, first of all, before I plug that, can I just tell the world?
Oh, my tea.
Your girl over here, Wendy Flournoy, she knows what's up with these tea blends. This is the Restoration Gardens holiday. I can't even talk. Holiday Glow Mate.
Yeah.
This is absolutely out of this world. Her citrus one, what do you call your citrus one?
Oh, the Tulsi, orange Tulsi spice.
Oh, orange Tulsi spice. That one is also that one and this one, my two favorites. And this is her newest. Y'all got to get on there and get you some. I'm telling you, if you still have it for sale. I know it's after the holidays.
I do have a few of the holiday mates left. That's a great morning tea.
Ooh, it's so good.
I like that one too.
Yes.
But we needed that one to go along with your GLP-1.
That was perfect.
That's why that was the inspiration behind making that one, because it had the herba mate in it.
That was perfect. That was perfect. That and the green tea. I mean, it's the perfect morning tea. I love it. And like you said, mixing it with the allulose and everything for the GLP-1 boosting, it's excellent.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, talk about a God thing and a blessing is the growth of this community.
Yes.
The new Freedom Holistic Wellness community. If I am in the same, if you can hear my voice, y'all, today's the last day to join as a founding sower.
Run and get in there, you guys, because it's never, ever going to be this affordable to get in again.
Right.
We're going to be in there. You're not going to get the perks that the sowers get if you don't get in today.
I'm telling you, and everybody will love it no matter when you join. If you decide not to join for the next year, that's fine. You're going to get a lot out of it. But this
tell them all the perks of being a foundational sower.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me tell you so you understand. Anytime you come in, You're getting all of my group programs. You're getting, and you ought to see the 2026 plan I have. I mean, we're going from, Lifestyle 101 pop-up seminars these first few weeks. We're doing Sugar Busters, which everybody loves. We're going to do a group parasite cleanse. We're doing a new program I've put together called Aligned, which is a thyroid support program. That's a 6-week program. Y'all, if I would have marketed that program alone in the past, it would have been $1,100. And now all of that stuff is included. We're going to do a heavy metal detox over the summer. And I mean, I have a whole year of back-to-back group programs that are included as part of this. And we all get to walk through all of this together as a community. You have an Ask Dr. Wendy Sue forum, which, girl, how busy am I on that forum? I mean, anytime anybody asks me anything,
a doctor in your pocket.
That's right. You have a doctor in your pocket. And I always am so excited to answer everybody's questions. I provide weekly meal plans. I provide specialty meal plans like what I did yesterday. I have a lot of people that are interested in Daniel fasting. So I provided this whole write-up on what Daniel fasting is and gave them 3 weeks worth of meal plans they could follow if they feel led to do that.
I thought that was pretty amazing.
And I mean, just the e-cookbooks I've done for that group. But anyway, everybody is so excited about how much support they're getting in there. If you join today, because this is the last day of this foundational group, on top of everything you already get in the community, you get an hour free consult with me every year for the life of your membership that you can break up in 15 or 30-minute sessions. It also will roll over. So maybe the next 3 years, you don't need me for anything private, that you're getting all you need out of the community. And all of a sudden you have a rough year and you want to use them all. You've got them. You've banked them. So as long as you're a member, you have an hour every year. And you'd be surprised how much we can accomplish in an hour in 15-minute sessions.
A lot.
So there's that. If you need something deeper from me, more deeper private work, every single consult, every single program, even my one-to-one intensives, every single opportunity to work with me on a private basis, if you are a sewer, you're getting a 25% lifetime discount. I mean, off of the private one-to-one intensives, that's over $1,100 savings. Yeah. I mean, that's huge. And you are coming in at the foundational period. So you're getting a premium membership right out of the gates, which means you are being included in all of my private sewer only meetings where I'm there to answer any of your questions, but also I'm asking you all, what do you want from this community? What programs should I be developing? What features would you like to see? Already things I've gotten out of the sewers meetings, I've already used to develop an even richer group. And then finally, I do drawings every month. Last month for November, the 2 recipients of the drawings got 2 of Wendy's tea blends. Yeah. But every single month, that value is going to go up, Lord willing, as long as the community continues to grow. We're going to have another drawing tomorrow that's going to be at least valued at double what it was last month. But the important thing to know is no matter how large this group grows, one of the benefits of being a sewer is one of the drawings every single month from here till eternity is going to be sewers only. So if this group grows to 1,000 or 10,000 or however many, this foundational group of right now, I think we're at about 90 that have all committed to this group so far. One drawing is going to be for all of them, no matter how big these monthly prizes get. So, I mean, the benefits are huge. Also, the biggest benefit is that you're getting locked into the lowest rate that will ever be. We are going up to, it's going to be $39 a month when we do our public launch tomorrow. I'm so excited about the public launch. But right now it's $27 a month. And that is today. Today only. The only thing you've got to do to join as a sower is, because you are sowing into this ministry, into this new mission, is a one-time sower seed offering of $203.17. That's based on 2 Corinthians 3:17. And that's, the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. That is hence where we got our name, Freedom Holistic Wellness. And so one-time payment today of $203.17, which you can do payment options at checkout as low as $18 a month. And then you join the community at $27 a month or $259 a year, which is a 20% savings. And you'll be locked into that rate forever. At midnight, we go up to $39 a month or $374 a year. And you don't get all of those sowers benefits if you join tomorrow.
Yep. Totally worth joining today.
Today. Don't miss out on that, y'all. It's going to be.
Plus, all the sowers get a discount from Restoration Garden.
Oh, that's right. Gosh, I forgot that important piece. Wendy was so generous to say that everybody who is a sower, thank you for reminding me of that, because I'm putting together the sowers benefits list to keep in there so everybody always sees it, so they remember. Wendy was so generous to offer a 15% lifetime discount for the life of their membership, as long as they are in sower status. And so that is huge.
Yes, it is
huge. And she's already had quite a few sowers take her up on that, because
yes, I have.
Talk about the best Christmas presents. I enjoyed putting those in some of my Christmas gift baskets for the girls and everything.
You know, since you brought that up, I'll show everyone, because this is probably going to grow into what you'll be seeing next year. Way before Christmas as an offering. So this year I did presents for my closest people. And in this box was a little bit of everything I made for the season.
I love that.
So we have herbal fire starters, some tea, some antibiotic ointments, some pot simmers, some shower steamers, some bath bombs, a little bit of everything. So these kinds of kits, everybody has told me that I need to offer these for the holidays next year. So I'll probably end up having 3 different size kits to choose from next year for seasonal items. Now, the antibiotic ointment I make all year round, but the pot simmers will be seasonal. And I've already had several people ask me to do seasonal pot simmers. So that is on the list. So depending on what's harvestable at different times, I'll have different seasonal pot simmers available.
I love that idea. And I tell you what, all the recipients in my gift baskets loved my pot simmers this year. That's one of their favorites.
They were nice. I was using them myself.
Yes.
I don't sell anything that I don't use myself.
Right. Exactly. So that's a fantastic idea, girl. That's going to go over very well. And to think, as nice as those gift boxes are, if you're a sower, you'll get 15% off her gift boxes. And I can already tell you, let me just speak very frankly. Wendy Flournoy does not charge enough for what she does and for what she sells, because you will not purchase anything from anybody else who uses more premium ingredients than her. And I am not just saying that because she's my best friend. I know what she goes through. She grows a lot of what she includes in her stuff, and she grows everything completely regeneratively and organically. Yep. But anything she purchases, girlfriend, she seeks out the best of the best ingredients. So
we don't believe in junk around here.
No. And you can taste
especially when we're ingesting it or putting it on our skin. Yeah, we have to have the good stuff.
Yes. Oh, and your triple antibiotic ointment, well, it always goes to use in our house. It really went to use last night. Bill was cutting open a package with a brand new blade and sliced his finger. And he was like, babe, where's the Neosporin? I said, we don't use that garbage. What are you talking about? I put a big old goop of your stuff on his finger as I'm wrapping it up, trying to stop the bleeding. And he made the comment, he was like, this isn't throbbing like it usually would, And I said, that's because we went after the potential germs immediately.
That's right. And the healing, it's got quick healing things in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like God gave us everything we need. We need to learn how to use what He gave us. And
that's right.
That antibiotic ointment and the calendula balm are two of my best sellers and have been for a long time because they work. And I always laugh when people come back and we're like, that stuff really works. And I'm like,
yes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the calendula balm, when the babies were here, when the grandbabies were here, they both had something. It was probably an eczema type thing, but they were having and I was my daughter and I were putting it on their face and, you know, a little bit on their arms and stuff because my daughter had not brought the one that she made that, you know, that you taught her about. So we were using that here and they were clearing right up.
Yeah. That stuff is great for even like pink eye and styes and stuff like that. I remember a few years ago when you were having a sty issue and I'm like, you didn't have any calendula. I'm like, go buy some calendula tea.
And it did. I mean, it's like I had two that turned into chalazions. How do they say that? Chalazions, where they become like rocks under your skin and won't go away. And the doctor's telling me I need surgery. Girl, your stuff, boom, gone.
And so if you don't have calendula or you don't grow calendula or you don't have any of my calendula balm, remember you can always go to Walmart and get you some organic calendula tea and use that.
Yep.
Steep that tea bag and put it on your eye.
Yes, for sure. But anyway, girl, I'm so excited about the growth already. I mean, it looks in the group like we're at like 83 or 84, but because some people haven't done their second step and come in there, I know we're at about 90 right now. It's incredible. It's incredible.
That's going to continue to go.
Oh yeah,
more and more. You know, and I love tell everyone, remind everyone about the benefits of after tomorrow, inviting their.
Oh yes, that's right, and that's one of the things. This is not a Dr. Wendy Sue thing, so I keep forgetting to tell people about it. Because of the platform I chose, one of the benefits they have is everybody will get an affiliate link when we go public. So even the investment that you are spending today, you can easily get that back because what happens starting tomorrow, you can share your affiliate link with people. And if they decide to join, you are going to get a percentage of that, you know, that amount that they're paying into the group.
I think that's so cool.
I love that.
For a certain amount of time, they're offering 50%.
So it is for right now, it's the first week is 50%. Okay. I heard a little rumor it might go to the first 15 days.
Oh, nice.
So that would be amazing. But right now it's a week. Okay. But then after that, it's 20%. So even if you're inviting people in February, you're still getting something back from that. And, you know, you're not going to get rich off of it. But that's not. But if you.
No, but I mean, you know,
if. Every little bit helps.
That's right. Yes. Every little bit helps.
Every little bit helps. You know, if it puts take a gas in your car, or if it pays for your membership. I mean, to me, that's huge. Yes. And you'll be able to do that very easily. And so that starts tomorrow too, where people can share their link and actually earn, you know, some money back from everybody who joins because of your enthusiasm. And I love that.
I love that too. I love that they even offer that.
I do too. And I don't even have to be a part of that. So that makes me even happier. That is one thing. It's funny. I've gotten a lot of questions about the money side of things in that platform. And I'm like, whoa, let me tell you, they don't let me touch the money. I'm grateful for that. I don't want to deal with that piece. So you pay into that platform and that platform then will send me the percentage that I get. But it is completely out of my hands and out of my control. Right. And so it'll be the same thing when you get an affiliate bonus or whatever you want to call it, a commission type thing. It's out of my hands. Yeah, they are paying it to you.
Right. Yeah. You deal with the platform.
Yep. And I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. It kind of incentivizes everybody.
Yeah.
It's a win-win-win.
It is. It is. So join us, y'all. Today's the last day for all of those benefits that I shared with you guys. Don't miss out on this. yes, you're going to love the community. If you decide to wait till tomorrow, you are going to love every bit about it. You know, no matter when you join
If
us.
you're going to join today where you get all the perks.
Yes. Why not? You know, why not? This is the time to do it. So very excited. I will post the enrollment link for that for the one-time payment of $203.17 under everywhere we stream, which by the way is no longer X because they wanted me to increase my membership.
Same. I canceled
it. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not paying y'all.
Nope.
I'm tired of social media. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this. Can I just say that's another benefit of this is no ads, no algorithms, no social media trolls and keyboard warriors, you know, none of that. It is all just positive, encouraging. I feel like I'm doing a K-Love commercial. It is all positive. It is all encouraging. It is Christ-centered. So, you know, while you don't have to be a Christian to be a part of it, because we have everything, you know, in there that is
we love everybody.
We love everybody. But I do have a separate temple wellness area where we do Bible studies together. I didn't even mention that part. Yeah. You know, we have a spiritual growth aspect to this because that's part of holistic health. And I love it. I love it. It's we're starting a new Bible study on January 12th based on the power to change. This is one that which is Craig Groeschel's book, The Power to Change. That was life-changing to me.
I've done it once and I'm looking forward to doing it again because I know I'm going to get even more out of it the second time around. I feel good already.
Well, I actually got special permission from his team at Life Church to use his book and all of that in my curriculum. And I started using that a year ago because it was so powerful when I read it and went through it. And I said, no, I've got to share this because this is so good when you're working on health changes, what God gives you the power to be able to change. And it's so awesome. So we're going to walk through that together. That's going to take 16 weeks because I've already developed it as a 16-week curriculum, which I think is great because as awesome as the Advent study was, I think it was overwhelming to too many people because it was a lot in 4 weeks.
It was.
This one spreads it out a lot thinner so that you can take the time to really deep dive into it and not feel like you have to worry about getting behind.
Smaller chunks. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, girl, I could go on and on. Join us.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss it.
Just so you know, our interview, our guest spot host with James from Pluck is currently being rescheduled. He had a conflict at the last minute. So we were practicing our rigid flexibility and trying to get that rescheduled.
Yes, that's right. Thank you for mentioning that because we were supposed to have him on today. And like you said, last minute they had to reschedule, which is great because this gave us a great opportunity to
catch
up and to catch everybody up and get all excited about the new year. And we'll have a special episode dedicated to him and his awesome product on a future episode.
That's right.
Girl. What you got going on this week besides welcoming in 2020?
I am putting Christmas away. I am last night I started restocking. You know, this time of year I tend to gift a lot of my stock away. So I restocked fully on calendula balm and antibiotic ointment last night and also started this is also the time of year where I start running out of what I harvested in the spring and summer. So I started half-gallon jars of more antibiotic ointment and calendula balm, which depleted my resources, which that's usually how my cycle works. So it's like once that batch is done, then it should be about time for them to calendula and the bergamot and everything will start coming back in the spring. So I have finally figured out the correct cycle to make everything last through the winter and be able to, if someone has a a balm emergency, then I have some on hand to at least make a few when everything else is out.
Right.
So I'm currently restocking. I'm also actually have stuff in the kitchen now cooling because I'm making a turmeric honey soap today.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting great feedback on the rosemary avocado shampoo bars.
My daughter-in-law loves it.
Let me tell you what, my hairdresser, my beautification specialist was absolutely shocked at my hair, at how soft, how shiny it was. My grays were really, really coarse and wiry.
Uh-huh.
No longer are they.
Awesome.
She said that a lot of my hair looks like it's reverting to original color. And I
Wow.
was like, I was wondering what was going on with the color because these strands I've had since my 30s,
Uh-huh.
and they always typically stand out a little bit. Well, they're not standing out as much as they used to.
Uh-huh.
And I kept asking her, what is going on? She said, it actually looks like your hair is reverting to your original color.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, so I'm just going to keep using those that rosemary avocado shampoo bar.
No doubt.
So I have made more of those.
Good. And sewers get 15% discount.
That's right.
Trust me, I'm going to
I
stock up
haven't
with all that.
calculated cost of goods for that to be able to figure out a price, but it's coming because I've made more.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting great feedback on that. So I think that's going to be a definite staple in the line.
Good.
I am working on direct and concise lines and kits for certain things, that everything to where I have a core product line.
I love that.
So that's what I'm working on right now. Just
That's awesome.
kind of streamlining things to where, and that does not say that I'm going to stop making customized things for people. I'm not going to do that. But what I want is a core product line that I feel is very strong and good for everyday use kind of things. I'll still have my seasonal stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So how about you? What you working on?
Girl, welcoming in this new year. We're starting a corporate 21-day fast with our church tomorrow, and a corporate 8-day fast with my small group ladies from my old church that we all still meet. So they're going to coincide. So that's going to be really exciting.
Now, are they the same? Are they both this kind of the same? No.
It's, well, with both of them, you can choose how you want to fast, whether it be a food type fast or social media or whatever, your whatever you feel God leading you to. But what I do with my 8-day, with my ladies, that we started 3 years ago, and it's so meaningful. We start at sundown tonight. Where one of us is praying for our group. We have a prayer sheet that I'm putting together. I got to send it all out to them this afternoon, since it starts at 4:30. But we are all praying over all of our prayer requests, and anything else that we feel led to pray for. Starting at 4:30 tonight, we all have assigned an hour or 2 or 3, whatever we felt led to sign up for, from sundown to sunup. I'm doing 8:30 to 9:30 and 11:30 p.m. to 12:30. I'm welcoming in the new year, but we do that all night. And then every single day during our 8 days, at least 2 of us, of the 8 of us, get together, more if we can, get together and have prayer time together and do something, whether it be just coffee or like tomorrow morning, there's several of us meeting up at Hoshawa Park and we're walking. So we get together at least one time every single day, whoever can make it, at least 2 people, so that 2 or more are joined together in prayer. And then we always finish off with the first Thursday after that. So this time, that's why it's 8 days of doing a big family supper. So we have all of our families come together. We do communion together, and it's just, it's so nice. I
love that. I think I remember seeing pictures of you guys finishing up last year.
Yes. It's so great. But the church I belong to now, our 21-day corporate fast, we meet via Zoom every night at 8 p.m. To encourage each other and pray together. But also every Wednesday night during the 21 days, we have a prayer and worship service at our church and all come together. So very excited about that too. So
Nice.
it's going to be a really meaningful 21 days.
Yes,
And
it is.
everybody in our home is participating, which I was excited about.
Yes, very nice.
But yes, I won't put Bill on the spot and tell everybody what he's given up because it's not cigarettes. Otherwise, I'd be singing it from the mountaintops. But I don't want to put him on the spot. But I was very proud of him for making his choice, and it was something very hard for him. My mama is giving up Game Show Network for 3 weeks. Girl.
That's huge for her.
That is huge for her because it's like her life.
Wow.
So I said, well, so yes, it's going to be a very fulfilling 3 weeks. So I look forward to seeing y'all next Wednesday when I'm a week into this. So
that's right.
Yep.
I just want to thank everyone for the great 2026 and 2025. Yeah. So I'm already I'm very looking forward to 2026. And I'm glad and thankful that all of y'all are going to be there with us.
Amen, girl. What a beautiful year. This is our first full year because we started this during 2024. And it's been a wonderful year to grow together and expect more opportunities like our retreats. We've got our retreats in April and October. Those tickets are still on sale. So reach out to us if you'd like more information about that. And let's do life together even more in 2026. And I'll use my word with intention.
That's right. And good stewardship.
And good stewardship. Use Wendy's word. All right. We love you guys. Happy New Year. And we will see you next year.